So my topic for the informative speech assignment is the video game Valorant made by Riot Games. It can be defined as a 5v5 first-person tactical hero shooter. Now I know that's quite a lot, so I'm just going to explain what those parts mean. 5v5 means that the game is essentially 5 players versus 5 other players, like 5 on one team, 5 on the other, and they're competing against each other to win. The tactical part means that the game is played at a slower pace, often relying on strategy and planning, and it has like short times to kill. I know kill is kind of like a pretty bad word, so I'm just going to use eliminations. And all that means is you can eliminate opponents in a very short period of time. There are several weapons in the game that if you use them correctly, or if you're good at using them, you could eliminate them in one shot. The hero part means that there's several characters that you can play in the game, each coming with their own unique abilities. And the first person part just means that you're seeing the game from your character's perspective, meaning you would only see like your gun and your hands, and that'd be it. So now I'm gonna explain like how matches are played in Valorant. There are several different game modes, but arguably the most popular one is unrated. And the way that game mode works is there's 5 players on one team, 5 players on another team. One will be attacking, one will be defending. And the attacker's objective is to plant the spike, which is essentially a bomb. And the defender's job is to stop the attackers from planting the spike. And another way you could win a round is by just eliminating everyone on the opposing side. And at the start of the round, you'll go through what's called the buy phase. And this is where you'd buy weapons, shields, and character abilities. You can also buy weapons for your teammates if they're low on money. And usually the way it works is like whichever side is winning will have more money. So they'll be able to buy better guns, shields, and more of their abilities, and buy for more of their teammates. And then at round 12, attackers and defenders will switch sides. And so attackers will go on defending will go on attacking, and then like whoever wins 13 rounds first wins the match. And then there's several other game modes. There's swift play, which is essentially just unrated, but it's shorter. It's like first to 5 rounds. There's deathmatch, which is like a free-for-all, and there's no spike or anything. You're literally just focusing on eliminating other players. And in deathmatch, the player with the single highest amount of eliminations wins the match, or is like first to 50. There's team deathmatch, which plays similar to deathmatch, except players are split onto teams, and then whichever team has 100 eliminations in the end wins. There's spike rush, which is similar to swift play, but you can't buy weapons of your choice. Everyone's restricted to the same like weapon per round. So one round everyone might use a shotgun, the next round everyone might use an SMG. And another big difference between spike rush and swift play would be spike rush, everyone on the attacking side has a spike, whereas in swift play and unrated and really in any other mode that involves a spike, only one attacker would have a spike. And then there's competitive, which is probably the hardest game mode to play, because that's where like a lot of the really good players play. It plays similar to unrated, but you get a rank, and your rank is essentially how good you are. There's several ranks in the game. The ranks go unranked, which is what you are if you haven't played in like enough placement matches or any at all. There's iron, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, ascendant, immortal, and radiant. And all those except for unrated and radiant have tiers to them. So it'd be like, and what I mean is you could get a rank like diamond 1, 2, or 3, with 3 being the highest out of those and 1 being the lowest. Unranked, you don't have a rank. And then radiant is top 500 in countries with a big player base. For example, the US is top 500, but then other places like Oceania is smaller. It's like top 250. And there's also like a really big esports scene regarding that. So like if you get good enough, you could actually play in tournaments and win like a lot of money. Now, it does vary quite a lot. Like some less well-known players on smaller, less-known teams, they'll earn money, but it won't be that much. Whereas like some of the top players can actually earn like millions of dollars. It's insane. But anyway, due to time restrictions, that's probably all I'm going to say. So thanks for watching.